Things get a little more revved up under the lights, and what a game we have for you tonight. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Bowling Green Falcons The Falcons will kick off first, and here we go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the junior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And here comes the punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Around time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes second and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Looking left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hands it off. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On the move, he fires. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Push forward on the sneak. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it left. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the left. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The sure hands, it's Sims. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Falcons are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding pocket.
There he goes. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed.
Snags it, and he's open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They bring the punter onto the field now. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Pulls it in with one hand. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to the ground with the running back. Sweet cut there. Touchdown, BG. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Picked off, and he's got open room. Touchdown, Falcons. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Quarterback moving. Took care of it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Gee. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the... in with the pick 6. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. On target to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets behind the pads and slams into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff from the gun. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Falcons racing to the line in a hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run the counter. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking for a big gain. Pulls it in on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Back's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the 1st quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the 2nd. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers.